Yo, what up guys, this is Colin here from CH Gadgets. So, before I shot this video, I went on Google and I looked up the word luxury. And this was the exact definition: a state of great comfort and elegance, especially when involving great expense. Now, I want you to keep this definition locked in mind because, apart from a few other exceptions, Master and Dynamic is one of the only other headphone brands right now that truly fits this description. And the MW60 wireless headphone at one point was the company's flagship that expresses this definition in almost every way. In this video, I want to talk about why is it so expensive, how does it sound, and is it worth the current asking price? By the way, if this is your first time here and you love tech and gadgets just like I do, and you want to see all the cool new tech that I get to test and play with every week, then start now by clicking that subscribe button and tapping that bell notification icon so that you don't miss out on any of my new videos when they drop. So let's just jump straight into it. The MW60 was built with some of the most premium materials available at the time when it was made. There is a combination of premium cowhide on the headband exterior surface and the ear cup outer accents, as well as some premium soft lambskin on the headband and ear pad interior for the kind of comfort that you would usually experience from the leather seat in a luxury car. The frame and back plate are also made from a combination of premium stainless steel and aluminum. As you can see, this is made from forged aluminum with these circular striations and the Master and Dynamic logo in the center. The adjustment arm and hinge system are also stainless steel, and they feel really well made, similar to what you would experience when you're holding a MacBook or an iPad in your hand. So as for specs, this has Bluetooth 4.1 with aptX high quality audio, a 3.5mm audio jack, as well as a 1/4-inch gold-plated adapter, just in case you want to connect your headphone to your DAC or your amp. Now, it only has a micro USB charging port, and I'm not going to go in too hard on it for that, since this headphone was released back in 2016, which is also one of the reasons why you only get about 16 hours of playback time on this, even though we know that most newer headphones these days can give you about 24 hours or beyond 48 hours of playback time. But the real question is, can they bring the audio though? But we'll get into more on that later, so stick around. The headphone is user serviceable. This means that you can switch out the hair pads if you need to, especially if it starts to show some wear or you probably just don't like the patina that it has developed. They are magnetic, which makes it super simple to remove and replace with some newer sets. So here's the thing though, the MW60 has two large 45mm neodymium high-performance drivers that were tuned to deliver some rich, warm sound signature, and I like it a lot. Let me tell you about it. Vocals come across really natural with a nice warm tonal quality that I'm actually really intrigued by. And I believe it's because the upper and lower mid-range are so involved that it actually pushes the performer right in the center of the music. The treble is nice and bright, but it's not too sparkly and it's definitely not fizzy. So it gives you a really good sound reproduction together along with the mids. The bass on this thing is deep, rich, and punchy. It's not sub-bass level, so it's definitely not for bass heads, but it is deep enough to put a smile on the face of some bass heads when they're listening to music. Considering the original price tag for this headphone, I can see that a lot of thought and work went into it. It can get plenty loud for most average listeners, and the audio performance and sound reproduction is amazing. It also has a really good instrument separation and a nice soundstage. Now, the soundstage may not be as wide and spacious as most other high-end headphones in this class, but it gives you a really great listening experience, almost like you're in a really nice cozy room while you're chilling and listening to some of your favorite tracks. I really like this headphone. It's super premium, the material choices are really high-end, and it definitely fits the bill of a luxury item. Plus, the sound quality is undeniable. But just like in any perfect world, there's nothing perfect, and there are a few gripes that I have to nitpick about, And it's only because it's so expensive. So the first thing on the list is when you just put the headphones on your head, it feels really comfortable because of the soft memory foam wrapped in supple lambskin. But after a few hours, it will start to feel the weight of those premium materials start to weigh down on your head. Now, while it's not unbearable, it will definitely be noticeable as it starts to create a little hot spot along the crown of your head. So you'd probably need to do some micro adjustments as you listen along in order to prevent this from happening. It's not a deal breaker for me personally, but I just think it was worth mentioning since it's something that you would actually notice. The next thing on the list is I really wish it had a little bit more clamping force. It's not crazy loose, but it's also not tight enough if you ask me while sitting on your head. And this is something that you would realize the moment you start moving your head from side to side. Those are the two major gripes that I can speak to right now. But other than that, this thing is pure luxury with incredible build quality, amazing soundstage, an excellent Bluetooth range, and a lag-free video playback. So I guess I can see now why this thing is so expensive. It's almost like a piece of jewel that is made from some of the best materials. And those materials, as well as the designers, are really expensive. The audio performance on these are undeniable. It's clean, clear, balanced, rich, detailed, and the bass makes it a lot of fun to listen to. However, the real question is it worth the asking price? And to be totally honest, only you can answer that question. You're the only one who knows what you want out of a pair of headphones. Initially, these were being sold for about $450 or maybe $500 when they just came out. And I don't think I would pay that much for it. But luckily, right now, you can probably pick up one of these for about $299 or maybe $230 renewed on Amazon. And for that price, I would say it's a good deal based on what you're getting, if you know that this is what you're looking for in a pair of headphones. Look, I love it. I love how it looks. And most of all, I love the audio that it reproduces. The Master and Dynamic MW60 is now one of my new favorite Bluetooth headphones. One of my go-tos now. And it comes highly recommended by me. If you can afford it, go get yourself a pair. Your ears will love you for it. And I know you won't be disappointed with your purchase. If you already have yourself a pair, let me know what you think about the Master and Dynamic MW60 down in the comment section. Or just let me know what headphones are you rocking right now and why. It's your boy CH. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. And I'm out. Peace.